A burden bestowed. A Denise Banks mystery. R.A. Soames. It is very healthy to spend time alone. You need to know how to be alone, and not be defined by another person.
Oscar Wilde.
Who is Denise Banks? Full of spirit, spunk and a touch of sass, paired with her keen nose for a mystery, Denise Banks is anything but your average grandma. A head of fiery red hair, often likened to that of the character Annie from the famous stage play, Denise and husband Paul share a passion for travel and for spending time with their family and friends. Denise and Paul's only son Andy, his wife and their 4 children Chase, Pippa, Georgia and Luca often accompany them on their travels. A personable character who has the ability to put others at ease, Denise often takes on the role of mentor to many people whom she encounters on their varied and vast travels. At times this quality has led Denise to become entangled in matters which, had she known better, would have been wisest for her to keep out of, something her extraordinarily patient husband reminds her so often. Paul, whilst humoring his wife's follies and whims, remains the more logical and methodical of the two. A combination which has proven to work most fortuitously for them over the years. Other than a shared love of travel, the Banks enjoy the companionship of family and friends. Being the welcomingly approachable and social couple that they are, Denise and Paul have made many and varied friendships over the years and see travel as their key to remaining youthful in an ever-changing world. 1. My son Andy's shocked yet falsely calm voice echoed in my confused mind as I looked at the weapon I was currently brandishing about in my hand. "That's the way, Mum, just put the gun down nice and easy now." With trembling hands, I obediently did as my son had asked. Straightening back up, I absent-mindedly attempted to wipe off the sticky blood which was currently on my fingers and onto the legs of my jeans. In so doing, I was trying to make sense of what had just occurred. I struggled nonetheless to understand how on earth such an absurdly disastrous scene could have been possible. As I raised my eyes back up to meet those of my son Andy's, I saw in them a combination of both disbelief and fear. By the look of things, my son was just as perplexed as I was with what had just transpired between us. Perhaps for us all to better understand this unlikely situation which I had seemingly found myself embroiled in, it would best if we went back to a few months prior to before life was thrown into absolute turmoil. To say that those last few months had been easy would be nothing more than a downright lie on my behalf. What, from the outbreak of a global pandemic to the death of one of Paul and my closest friends,
Sample complete. Ready to continue?